Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am coming to you guys with a Friday favorites, and I'm actually filming this late, so by the time it gets up it's probably going to be Saturday favorites. But I have said this in past videos and I'm going to say it again. I really truly have been wanting to do my Friday favorites again. In the past I actually did a 5 Friday favorites in 5 minutes kind of deal, but there's just too much stuff. And so since my monthly beauty favorites have been kind of psychotic, because it's not only including monthly beauty favorites, I've been including a lot of lifestyle stuff and food and all that kind of stuff, I decided that I better go back to my Friday favorites because, yeah, my monthly favorites are just too long. But I'm gonna go ahead and let's get started. Okay, so I do have quite a bit and I'm gonna try and be as quick as possible, but this is basically things that I've been using a lot over the week, unless I say otherwise, obviously. But I'm gonna start off with hair care. I have been using the Derm Organic line. I was sent the line for review and I've actually been using it now for the last couple of months. Let me just say, however, let me pull the shampoo out. Oh, that's the hair mask. So like the shampoo, the hair mask, the conditioner, I have a couple other products from that line as well, but I am loving this stuff. It's sulfate free, color safe, made with certified argan oil from Morocco, and this stuff is so freaking awesome. Like, do I have something in my eye? Sorry. This stuff is so awesome. I seriously am loving this brand. Even my husband loves it, and I have a full review coming up for it. It should have reviewed it before, but normally I like to use the products till they're like almost gone, and they're still like, I shampoo my hair, what, 2-3 times a week, and they're still about this much. And me and the boys and my husband, well, me and my husband mainly use it and we love it. It's awesome, the whole hair care line. With regards to skincare, I have the Cheryl Lee MD Sensitive Skincare. This is the True Lipids Relief and Protect Ointment. If you guys have been following me a while, I have severe eczema, and you can't see it right now because I don't have a breakout, but it's pretty bad. I mean, if you guys follow me on my blog, you would see like before and after pictures, because I show when certain products do things like that to me. I have been using this. It really helps to relieve cracked, chapped, extremely dry, itchy skin. It protects and moisturizes. Your skin feels soft, smooth, and natural. This thing is awesome. I don't use it too much on my face unless I feel like my eczema is starting to come on and it's not quite itchy yet. Then I'll put a light layer of it. But like my elbows get super dry, like really bad dry, and it's amazing. This stuff is freaking awesome on the feet as well. Definitely awesome. And I'm gonna be having a full review on that on my blog, but I plan to do that here on YouTube as well. The next is my e.l.f. Mineral Mist. I was just telling one of my friends, Beauty by Crystal, that I love this stuff. I didn't think I would, and I got it because I ordered from e.l.f. and it was a discount, so I went ahead and it was on discount. It was like half off, so I went ahead and I bought 3 of these. I have one in my purse, one over here, and one for backup. This stuff is awesome. I've been using Max Fix Plus for years. I used the Evian Mist for years, and this is like $3 or something like that, and it's awesome. There's a light scent to it, but not bad. It says replenish and revitalize skin with witch hazel, rosemary, chamomile, honeysuckle, aloe, and vitamin B. And I just really do enjoy it. It's been so freaking hot that this thing is like seriously awesomeness. And next, with regards to skin, I am going to say that I am really liking the Maybelline Baby Skin. This is the Instant Pore Eraser. I like never use face products because it makes me either break out or it affects my eczema, but from time to time I do use primer, and I do use it because when I apply blush, which you probably can't see because it's already gone, when I apply my blush during the summer, if I don't have something to cling onto it, it doesn't have very longevity. So I need to reapply through the course of the day. And if I'm out and about, that's a pain in the ass. So, you know, I decided to pick this up. I use my Benefit Professional from time to time. Another one of my favorites is the Perfect Beauty Skin Perfection Gel. That thing is awesome and one of my holy grails. It's not something I use every day, maybe once every 2 weeks, but I did have to use this week. And the first time I ever used this was several months ago after I bought it to test it out. I wanted to do a comparison against other primers and pore erasers that I had. And when I used this, I was like, it's all right. But then I actually used it to kind of put on my face to keep my blush in place. And I first used it a few days ago and I was like, oh snap, this thing, sorry, I have something in my eye. But after I used this, I was like, oh my goodness, my blush stayed all day. And I was using a regular powder blush. So for me, like, that's a big deal. So I mainly use it right here and here. But for the most part, I use it just on my cheeks so that it'll keep my blush in place. And I really been liking this for the price. I think it was like $4 to $6 in the store. So that was pretty cool. An odd kind of product I've been really loving is the Veramona color switch. If you follow me on Instagram, I already did a quick like demo, but I'm gonna do a full-on demo here on YouTube and post for my blog. But basically what it is it allows you to take shades and use one brush, and then you kind of clean them off in here and you can switch to another color. So I can go from a dark color to a light color to a dark color, vice versa. Works out really good. And then over here is to kind of wet your brush, which I still haven't played around with, but I will be having a review on this as well, and I'm just really liking it, and I've been using it when I do my looks. I have gone back and kind of going through my stash of makeup again, and I completely forgot about my Perfect Beauty Lip Perfection gels. I have them in the color Paramount, which is like a baby pink, Melrose, which is a brown nude, and then Hollywood, which is a red. Now when I first got these, I was like, oh yeah, they're great, they feel really good on the lips, they keep your lips hydrated and moisturized, but there's this kind of texture in it that almost feels like you have micro beads in your lip gel, and I didn't like that. But I've learned to kind of blend them out and it works out pretty okay. The color, the applicator, rather not the color, the applicator looks like a lip gloss kind of tube, and it has those little beads in it, which I don't like all that much, but for the most part it's still pretty cool. And I've been using these because they're awesome for just a really quick wash of color on my lips. Or I mean, this particular color, Hollywood, is super bright. They all have great pigmentation, but I've been really enjoying reusing or using those again. I've been loving rediscovering my stash. Speaking of rediscovering my stash, I have been pulling out my Jane Iredale or Iredale, not sure how it's really said, my pure pressed eyeshadows. These are great for a quick wash of color. I particularly love this one for an all over the lid or up to the brow bone kind of deal. This is in the color Champagne, and it's just basically a really smooth kind of champagne toned shade, which works really nice as a brow bone highlight. The next one is Golden Girl, and this is a trio. So you have like a shimmery champagne shade, a kind of bronzy taupe shimmer type shade or metallic shade, and then a gold. So I've been really liking this for all over the lid. I did do a review on this for Beauty Stat, but I'm going to be having a review on my blog, and then I'll definitely do a review here along with a few other Jane Iredale whatever products. But I have been really liking this because it's super summery, so I used this twice this week. Another one I have been absolutely loving is my L'Oreal 24-hour infallible eyeshadows. I was just talking to one of my friends like last week, and I was really bummed out because Ice Latte is one of my favorites. I have 4 of these total, and Ice Latte is probably one of my favorites, one of my go-tos, and I could not find it. Well, I was cleaning through my makeup stash last night to kind of pull through different things I wanted to use, and lo and behold, there it was. It fell off. I guess I didn't put it in the drawer. It fell off on the shelf, and it was underneath the shelf. But Ice Latte is a gorgeous, I think the light might be too bright, so you may not see it. It's kind of a champagne, there we go, tone. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you. It is one of my favorites. And I'm actually using it right now on the inner corner as a highlight and on the inner part of my lid. I just love this shimmery shade so much. It kind of reminds me almost of ColourPop's I Heart This, except this is more champagne toned and I Heart This has more of a taupe type look to it. But if you can get these on sale, I actually try to save up my extra care bucks for these because they're $7.99 here, and I love them, but I'm really selective because of the price. But these are really awesome, and this shade is just one of my favorites. I love it. Single shadows again. I am addicted to ColourPop's Cheeky. I don't know if you can tell right now, but I actually have Cheeky on my cheeks as a blush, and that's what it is made my favorite for this week, because that's what I've been using it for. I apply it as a blush with my fingertips, then I go in with my MAC 187 and kind of buff it out. So I'm not sure if you can still see the hue, but I can see it in the mirror, so I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. What I love about this is it is just awesome. I am in love with ColourPop shadows. If I could, I would name all of them and put them in favorites for this week. But what's so awesome about this shadow is that it goes on and it stays. So I've been applying this, especially since I don't like to use this all the time, or any type of face primer or pore thingy-majiggy like this. I don't like to use it all the time because it jacks up my skin. And I can take this, the ColourPop Cheeky, apply it on my cheeks in the morning, and you can still see a hue of it come 10-11 o'clock at night. It just stays and adheres to the skin really nicely, and it gives me that soft kind of highlighted glow where you can see a glow on my cheeks. I've had 2 people ask me already, you know, what do I use on my cheeks, and this is what I've been using. So that's what it looks like here. It's just a gorgeous shade, and if you were to get one from ColourPop, this would definitely be one that I suggest, because I've been loving it, like I said, as a blush more than anything. As a great eyeshadow, yes, but as a blush, it's been my jam, baby. Okay. For eyeliner, if you guys been following me a while, you know that I am huge on eyeliners. I have a ton of them in my drawer. I got this 24/7 black velvet eyeliner from Urban Decay like 2 or 3 months ago from Itsy. It was in my Itsy bag, and I never used it. I think I used it for the tutorial. No, I couldn't even do tutorial that month because my bag didn't come to the following month. That was the rocker month, so I didn't use it in a tutorial, I don't think. But I like never used this liner, and I pulled it out, was it Friday or Saturday last week, and decided I would line my waterline and tightline with it. And it is such a nice rich black, but it gives a smoky kind of look to it already, that you don't have to like go and really smudge it out. It's actually a nice soft black, so that's been great for me to use every day. Like for today, for example, I have it on my waterline and on my tight line, but I don't have any eyeliner on. I wanted my lashes to really stand out against it all, so I didn't put any liner, and it really just gives me that kind of smoky, soft, subtle effect, which I really do like. The next favorite this week that I've been using a lot is this NYC Expert Last lip color. This is in the color Smooch. It is such a gorgeous kind of baby pink shade. That's that right there. and it's actually what I have on my lips right now, although I have it blended out with another shade, but that's what I have. And then with eyeshadows, again I've been going through and trying to check out my stash, so to say. So I opened up my thing and I was looking at my eyeshadow palettes and going, okay, like what haven't I been using? And hello, I must have forgotten about this thing or something. I pulled my drawer out and I was like, hey, I remember you. So I opened it up and I used it to create this look today, with the exception to Ice Latte, which is in my inner corner and partially on my inner corner of my lid. I used this in my crease, this color to kind of darken it up, and then this color as a highlight, and that's what I did to create this look. I forgot about this palette, and I forgot that it had a chocolate scent to it too. I mean, I knew it had a chocolate scent, but you know how when you don't open something for a while and then you open it up and you can smell it really strong? All I could smell was a chocolate as soon as I opened it up, and I was like, oh, that smells kind of nice. And last but not least, I wanted to talk to you about, let me feather my lashes up. Look, you can see my lashes. You can see them even if my lashes are uber short. They still stick out, and I have been freaking loving it, and it's all thanks to this. This freaking thing is freaking awesome. Like, I have no words. I did a review on it, which I will upload soon, but it is the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga Mascara. This is what it looks like here. I'm not going to get into detail because, like I said, I already did a review on this, but you can visibly see my lashes, and I usually use 2 to 3 coats of this stuff. I freaking love it. This is like holy grail. Like, I have a lot of mascaras. I literally need to take you guys through a trip through my mascara drawer. There is a ton of shit in there. I'm not even gonna lie. And I go through mascaras constantly. I clean out that drawer every 3 to 6 months. Most of the time it's every 4 months. And I have a lot of mascaras. I'm really loving this. I've had my makeup done from 10 o'clock today, 10 o'clock this morning, and you can still see my lashes there. What time is it now? It's 8:30 right now. You can still see my 8:30 at night. You can see my lashes. It's still there. It doesn't clump. It hasn't smudged. I haven't like cleaned it up. This stuff is awesome. It's about $7.99 in the store, but this is going to be a drugstore mascara I know I will consistently buy. And freaking L'Oreal, you better not discontinue this shit, because I'm going to be pissed off at you, because I love it. It took a little bit of a learning curve for me to use it, but now I can go literally with just mascara and my eyes are like Miss Manga. Like the commercial, Miss Manga or whatever, I don't even know. But I really love this. I have short lashes, so for me, anything that'll make my lashes so that you can see them, which this one does, is a big deal to me. I freaking love this thing. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, that is my Friday favorites, which you probably see on the Saturday, because it is 8:30 at night on a Friday, and now we gotta go film. Oh no, I gotta go edit. So yeah, it is a lot. I'm gonna try and narrow things down to like 5. That's 10. 5 Friday favorites again, if I can. But my monthly favorites are getting heavy, and if this week's stuff was heavy, yeah, the month favorites have been like 20 products or more, and this is already pushing it. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. I want to thank everybody who's subscribed, who's hanging around, who's been talking story with me, all of my awesome subscribers and followers and likers and all that good stuff, because you guys are freaking awesome sauce. Oh, I haven't said that in a while, huh? But I just want to say thank you to you guys. You guys are great and wonderful, and that's why I enjoy doing my videos, because you guys are great and wonderful. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you want to see next, any specific tutorials you want to see next. I promise my Flashback Friday tutorials are coming again. I got a Mary J. Blige one that I might be working on. I'm really not sure maybe some salt and pepper. I really don't know, but and let me know what you guys think of the lighting, because I actually switched up the bulbs yet again in my videos. I'll see you guys in my next one, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great one, guys. Love you, honey bunches.